Nike unveils new ad featuring Colin Kaepernick. How many times do I have to say this? Apparently, one more than I already have. But I'll say it again. If your business isn't politics, keep politics out of your business. Please share that, spread that far and wide. How many times do I have to say this? In today's climate, today's society, when you take a stand one way or the other about a certain position, a topic, whatever, you instantly alienate at least half of your audience. If your customer acquisition cost is, let's say, $50, $100, you're willing to make that go up to $200? You're okay with that because you're going to virtue signal and be political? If your business isn't politics, keep politics out of your business. Robert says, I hear you. Love it. Here, let me just read this to you. At a time when the legal question of whether the NFL just did it regarding Colin Kaepernick, if you're familiar with Colin Kaepernick, and people that don't even follow football here in the United States are familiar with Colin Kaepernick and his stand against whatever, social injustice or whatever, I don't know what it is. Regarding Colin Kaepernick and collusion is still pending, Nike has boldly followed its own 3 decades old advice. I've thought about collusion in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. In connection with the 30th anniversary of the iconic Just Do It campaign, Nike has unveiled an ad featuring Colin Kaepernick, quote, believe in something, end quote. The message superimposed over Kaepernick's face declares, even if it means sacrificing everything. It's a gutsy move for Nike, given that it holds the official apparel deal with the NFL. And guess what? That deal goes for another 10 years. Kaepernick isn't the only face of the Just Do It marketing campaign, but Nike's decision to include the player who has been shunned by the NFL and ostracized by fans is a gutsy one. I'll give you that. It is gutsy. It's also really stupid. And it's a clear statement of where the company stands on peaceful protests during the national anthem, one that surely will prompt some to insist that Nike become the subject of boycotts and complaints. Sure, I mean, boycott, complain all you want. I mean, that's fine. That's totally up to you, whether or not you want to do that. Here's my take on it. Nike, make shirts, make shoes, make hats, make water bottles. Hell, partner with Gatorade. I don't care. Do it. Isn't there a Nike sports drink or something? I don't know. Nike water or something? I don't know. This is really, really, really dumb. If I don't know are Nike sales slagging? Is the stock tanking? Do they need to get this back in their name back in the forefront? By the way, Nike, a company, I don't know if you know this or not. Let's talk about business ethics. Nike, do you know the famous swoosh, right? You're familiar with the famous swoosh, the Nike logo. You know how much Nike paid to have that done? $35, one-time payment to a woman, what was it, 40 years ago, 35 years ago, whatever it was. $35. No future royalties. It's true. Look it up. I have a real hard time taking a company that would do something so slimy that seriously. That's just me. So now Nike has put itself in this position with, putting Kaepernick out there and doing all this stuff. What is the upside of this? Did anybody ever stop to consider that? Again, if you're just joining, if politics isn't your business, keep politics out of your business. There are many stories over the last few years of businesses that took a stand one way or the other, and their company either suffered massive consequences for it, or they took off. Very few where they've actually taken off. This is, some would say risky. I say it's incredibly stupid. If I were anywhere near Nike, if I had Nike stock, I'd sell it, just because I don't want to associate with a company that would do such thing. In fact, some would say wear Adidas. Yeah, I'm a big Adidas fan. However, Adidas a few years ago pulled the same kind of stunt. I just knocked my stand over there. Everything's fine. Would love to hear your thoughts on this, but that's where I stand. I think this is incredibly dumb. Robert says, perhaps a very sly move by a competitor that infiltrated Nike. I really doubt that. That would be you're talking weapons grade mole at that point. No, this was clearly calculated, clearly contrived, clearly had to go through multiple layers by multiple people, multiple boards, multiple meetings. I guarantee you, this was not a, hey, let's just put some graphics over his face and put that out. No, that just does not happen. That does not happen like that. Just not a very smart move. Hello, Nick Spinolis. How are you? So my question to you is, does this sway your opinion of Nike one way or the other? Now, a lot of people are going to say, oh, yeah, I love him for it. I think it's great. How many people are going to say, no, I hate Nike. I'm not going to buy any more of their stuff? That remains to be seen. The only thing, let me look at this article again. It just says they unveiled this new ad. I don't know. It looks like it's a static image. Now, if they turn this into a TV spot, oof, ooh. If they turn this into a TV spot that's going to air during games, you're talking about balls not only made of weapons grade steel, but the size of Denver. I'll tell you that. Lisa says, spending power is in the hands of teens and 20s. Doesn't this speak to them? Some of them, yes. All of them, no. Robert says, I don't buy Nike, I buy New Balance. Well, New Balance, Adidas, Reebok. Hey, I think Reebok had the NFL. In fact, I know they did. Reebok had the NFL contract for a long time. And then Nike came in and, like they were on fire and just took over that account. And I mean, good for them. Yeah, Under Armour. Yeah, thanks, Bob. Yep, it's true. Under Armour. Boy, how's this sitting up on Park Avenue right now? Asics. Yep. How's this sitting over in Roger Goodell's office? Well, he's the NFL is just an unmitigated, unfiltered mess right now. So many problems. I mean, there's not enough money on the planet for me to go work over on Madison Avenue or on Park Avenue right now. Asics, yeah. Robert used to use Asics all the time. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, there's plenty of competition out there. Just not a smart move by Nike. And I don't care what size business you are in, if you're just joining. The lesson here is, if you want to get political, you're going to do so at your own risk. And by the way, yeah, stock tip, short Nike tomorrow. When it comes to politics, if you want to enter that fray, I'm going to tell you right now, you are doing so at your own risk. And there is nothing I can do to help you. There's nothing anybody can do to help you if you find yourself into a big fray and a fracas about, oh, well, now I got people throwing rocks through my window or boycotting my store or chaining themselves up to my door or whatever. Ain't nothing anybody can do to help you except you. And that is to mea culpa for like a week, and then it'll eventually pass. You get that 24, 48 hour news cycle. Yeah, you're going to get this big blip and you're going to make some people happy. You're going to anger some people. But man, oh man, why? That would be my question to Nike. If I got somebody from the board of Nike in here, I was like, why would you do this? Well, we want to talk about the social. Shut up. Go make some hats. Go make some shoes. Go make some shorts. Go make some shirts. Make sweatpants. Go do that. That's what you do. All of a sudden, you're entering this fray about Kaepernick. Why? What is the upside of this? I don't get it. I swear to God, I don't get it. And I have to say this again. If politics isn't your business, keep your business out of politics. For God's sake. Hello, Amy Rivera and Courtney Creamer are here. Robert says, I'll leave that to my friend, the political scientist. Yeah. Most business owners I know do not have a degree in poli-sci. I'll tell you that. And as somebody, and as somebody who has written ads for a presidential campaign, you have no idea. You have no idea the amount of research that has to go into writing an ad for a political campaign. And by the way, a political campaign I wrote ads for was in Ghana. Okay? You talk about corruption on a level which you cannot grasp. That's it. I'm going to tell you right now. So all these people that say, "Oh, I'm taking a stand." First off, nobody cares what you think. That's the cold, brutal, honest truth. I swear, I'm telling you, nobody cares what you think. And the other part of this is, if you want to get, quote, political, then you better make damn sure that your personal Facebook page and your personal Twitter account and your personal Pinterest page and all of your socials are separated from your business. And only people that really know you can get on there and access that stuff, because I'm telling you, that will filter over this. Listen to me. It is not June 28th, 2007 anymore. What do I mean by that? That was the last day before the first iPhone ever went on sale. When the first iPhone went on sale, the game, the paradigm, everything changed. Now you have every bit of recorded human history in the palm of your hand if you have a smartphone and an internet connection. It is not June 28th, 2007 anymore. People will find this and they can turn on you on a dime. So why would you do this? Why? And I seriously, legitimately mean that. And I'm seriously, legitimately asking that question because I know we won't get an answer aside from the corporate vomit drivel, glazed crap that Nike is going to put out there. Let me look at this article again, see if there's any quotes here from the people that concocted this. I don't see any. The deal was recently negotiated by Kaepernick's lawyers in his collusion case. Oh, collusion. Thank you for reminding me of that, me. Collusion is when you have everybody. So Colin Kaepernick is alleging that everybody in the NFL is colluding against him from getting a job. No. Collusion is when you have all parties involved specifically saying, we team together to make sure you don't have a job. Has anybody ever talked about his playing ability? You say, well, he got a team to the Super Bowl. Well, there are 21 other people on the field that would get you to a Super Bowl. So it wasn't just, quote, him. If you want to go back into NFL history, let's talk about Trent Dilfer and the Baltimore Ravens. Not exactly a stellar quarterback. So don't hand me this. How about the fact that he may just not be that good? You ever think of that? Collusion is such an interesting word. It absolutely is, Mindy. Amen. Let's see. Robert says, I wasn't aware of it, but, oh, hold on. Let me scroll up here. I wasn't aware of it, but I have suspicions, and I'll let you know of what I suspect is true privately. Okay. I'd love to know. Yeah, collusion is such an interesting word, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it? Weird. Yeah, if you're just joining, hello, Robert J. Moore. Robert J. Moore, by the way. Not colluding with Robert J. Moore, but I will tell you his book is outstanding, The Better Way Forward. Really, really good book. Pick that up. Great motivational. He's got a hell of a story, too. Really, really good. If I were Nike, I would pull this thing. I would pull this ad as soon as possible. And $5, if I had $5 in my pocket, I would actually lay it and show it up. Here, you know what? I'll go one better. I'll bet you 10 billion Zimbabwe dollars. Right there, 10 billion. See that? See that? $10 billion of Zimbabwe money. 10 billion. I'm going to bet you $10 billion that Nike turns this into a television campaign. That would be my bet. And if they do, They just doubled down on stupid. If politics isn't your business, keep your business out of politics. I will say it until I am blue in the face. And you have yourself a wonderful day, evening, or morning, wherever you might be watching and or listening around the world. And I will talk with you tomorrow. And this broadcast will end in exactly 3, 2, 1.